storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
All right, people. We got to get into the story about Telvin Osborne. Just to put it plainly, he was a self-hating black man who was taken out by his white girlfriend, by his Wonder Bread. And she will literally walk away scot-free, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. We're going to go right to Instagram. Okay, we're going to go right here, okay? Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. They said grand jury drops charges against Georgia woman who fatally shot her boyfriend after a night out after he allegedly threatened her with the 8-inch knife. Don't y'all remember this case right here? And how all the tea about him came out about how he would rather sleep with a dog than a black woman. He hate black women. Ain't it somehow these dudes that hate black women end up getting taken out by the very same one that they say they love? A preference gone wrong. Now, him and her had 4 kids together. And from what I'm hearing, the Wonder Bread side of the family don't even want to help out with them kids. This is a lot. Black women, I want to know, do y'all feel sorry for him? Should we pray? Well, we can't pray. Well, a prayer ain't even going to help. The nigga already gone. I'm just saying. She claimed he threatened her with an 8-inch knife and she shot that nigga after a night out, which means they both were drunk. I didn't even know you could discharge your firearm when you're under the influence and not go to prison. Pray for what? It's a circle of life. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and read this article here. All right. This was apparently the night, I guess, when they was out. Night before the shoot. Look at her. Wonder Bread rapping, see-through shirt. So fucking corny. So corny. That's how they always be in the club too. Look at him eating it up. Some black girl she with.
Woman charged with involuntary manslaughter.
Ooh. Now that's a rough looking heifer right there. We got that Wonder Bread, that Wonder Bread news. We got that Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, We got that Wonder Bread news, that murderous news, self-defense ass news. We got the white privilege ass news. We got that Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, We got that Wonder Bread news, that wrinkle news, unseasoned news, that stale ass news. We got that Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, We got that Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, that Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, that Wonder Bread, We got that Wonder Bread news, that Wonder Bread news. I kill a nigga news. My daddy give me off news. Ugly white woman news. Bad skin having news. Makeup was saving my life news. That mud shark news. We got that Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, that Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread, that Wonder Bread, We got that Wonder Bread news. Now, I had to hold that note since old Telvin that went to glory. I I had to give a good old Negro spiritual because Telvin that went to the ancestors. Do you think the ancestors welcomed him to the other side, or did they kick off in his ass for saying, how dare you go lay down with the same ones that enslaved us? Oh yeah, I held that note. Oh yeah. The singing lessons are coming together. Do you think they ushered him to the other side? Or did they kick his ass down to heaven, hell, or purgatory? Did they take him on the glory? Or did they let him drop right down on Satan's dick and ride it like Lil Nas X was doing? Is he floating with the ancestors, or is he riding down on Satan's dick?
Appearing in court for the first time since she's accused of killing her partner, 30-year-old Telvin Osborne. Hannah Cobb called 911 in the early hours of February 23rd, telling the operator she was cleaning her gun when it went off and hit Osborne. However, days later, Burke County Sheriff Alfonso Williams telling us there was no information or evidence about a person cleaning a gun before this incident happened. Now, I was there today as a judge granted a $25,000 bond for Cobb. We also learned new details about this case.
The first public appearance for 25-year-old Hannah Cobb, stepping in front of a judge facing a charge for felony involuntary manslaughter in the shooting death of her 30-year-old boyfriend, Telvin Osborne. The DA's office say they had been out all night at clubs in Augusta until around 2 a.m. They dropped a friend off at a hotel and went back to Burke County. Cobb was checking her firearm, as they do every night, when it went off, hitting Osborne.
And as they were getting ready for bed, she removed the magazine.
Woman charged with involuntary manslaughter appearing in court.
So wait a minute. So they went out to the club. They dropped a friend off, then went to their house. So let's just keep it real. So y'all was just drinking and driving around this mother. They was just drinking and driving around this mother. So when we be on the road at night, these folks really do be drunk. Okay, number one. Number two, hey, black women. This is what's so feminine, fit, and friendly and submissive. So feminine, friendly, and submissive. And they say this is more attractive than you. This is the standard of beauty. Y'all, I'm here to let y'all know I've been around more Wonder Bread than a little bit. This is how most Wonder Bread look. Don't compare yourself to them. Don't ever feel like, oh, they just, man, please. First off, everybody across all racial lines, pretty much everybody look average. This is a 4. This is a 4 all day long. But let me tell you something. I know some niggas that wouldn't play about her. Yeah, these are women that Trick Daddy said you need to step up your game and compete again. Absolutely. This bitch right here learning how to fry chicken. And they taking y'all menses. They taking them and taking them out. Natural selection is a real thing, and the gene pool will always find a way to cleanse itself. I was talking to Love Jones today, sending a voice note. Shannon Sharp's another. And listen, we're in America. Most likely, we're never going to be segregated again, right? So we all have to live together and coexist. It is. Now, things may change. I don't know. But for right now, it's what it is, right? And I was telling her, I said, at the end of the day, as a black man, when you get in relationship with one of them, and I got white friends, and I'm saying this, when you get in relationship or marriage as a black man, that woman will always have more social status than you and more social power. You will always be the NIGGAR is the family. The family. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. You're going to always be the NIGGAR of the house. You can stick your fucking chest out if you want to and say you a man this and you a man that. You only a man in that house if she allow it. And even then, y'all both subconsciously know you pretending. Because anytime she want to literally pull that trigger, you're gone. Well, black woman can do it too. A black woman could do it. Black woman could ruin your life. Here's the difference. If a black woman ruin your life, her ass going to prison. She take you out, she's going to prison. Wonder Bread do it, she could probably get off. That's the difference. Black women going to be held accountable in the court of law. Wonder Bread is not. I'm always going to say, date who you want, love who you want, marry who you want. But don't you ever forget your place. Don't you ever forget what it is. That's it. That's all. That's my message to black men. That's it. That's all. I ain't saying you got to literally run away from them and I ain't saying you got to literally be in fear. All I'm saying is you better always know your place. I ain't dating nobody that got that much power over me. No, I'm good.
For the first time since she's accused of killing her partner, 30-year-old Telvin Osborne. Hannah Cobb called 911 in the early hours of February 23rd, telling the operator she was cleaning her gun when it went off and hit Osborne. However, days later, Burke County Sheriff Alfonso Williams telling us there was
from a Ruger 9mm pistol, reloaded the magazine, and she stated that this is something she and Mr. Osborne both do every night after some sort of a prior home invasion event.
Cobb told deputies she thought the gun was on safe while checking it, according to a report. Sheriff Alfonso Williams told us in a press conference last month alcohol was involved in this shooting, and they're not listing this as accidental.
She acknowledged that she and Mr. Osborne had been arguing that night, and that led to a physical altercation between the two of them. She discusses that she had a Ring camera and provided camera footage to the sheriff's office. Investigators' notes recorded that the footage showed them arguing, with her saying, "Get out," and him leaving the residence carrying clothing.
Osborne showed back up to the house.
Hannah Cobb stated that Mr. Osborne pulled a knife on her and threatened her and told the investigators where this knife would be found. Sheriff from a Ruger 9mm pistol, reloaded the magazine, and she stated residence where they located this knife. It was an 8-inch long black knife.
Cobb's family says this was a chaotic relationship with aspects of emotional and occasional physical abuse and allegations of cheating against Osborne. The DA says friends stated Cobb became upset that night because she believed he was talking to another woman. The state also described text messages that were exchanged that morning.
Text messages from Mr. Osborne to Hannah Cobb began around 4:48 in the morning, with messages including "hide" and "you better hide."
Another witness claims Hannah was afraid to return home that night and was afraid Osborne was going to physically assault her. Both the state and defense said this about the incident.
Hannah Cobb says that Telvin returned to the home with a knife, that he broke in, he threatened her, and he choked her, and she managed to break free from him and went into a bathroom. She indicated that she was going to harm herself, but when residents where they located this knife, going to harm herself, but when he broke into the bathroom, she turned and fired the gun one time at Mr. Osborne.
So the story changed. So the story went from I was cleaning the gun to we had a confrontation and I was going to harm myself. But then when he broke in the bathroom door to stop me from harming myself, I turned the gun on him. Wow.
Locked him out of the house, locked him out of the trailer. That's when you saw the text. He called her phone probably 15 times, texted her, "You better hide." He went and retrieved the second key, came back, let himself in, and that's when the incident happened with the knife. At one point, he threw her into a wall, breaking the wall. He put marks on her throat. She calls his mother to try to sort of get him calmed down. And the mother told her son to, hey, put the knife away, stop. Eventually there is an altercation that resulted in a shot being fired. And again, it's just a sad incident all the way around.
Now, there were two sides to this case presented in court, like you just heard. One where this was an accident and another where this was seemingly a case of self-defense. We'll continue to follow this.
Going to harm herself.
Well, now we know the truth about what happened. So at first she said, I was just cleaning the gun. Then she told the real story. But guess what? After digging through her text messages, his text messages, he even talked to his mama. Sounds like, I don't know. I can't believe it, but she got off. But it also sounds like self-defense. Damn. Did he really think he was going to beat up on the bread and get away with it? Listen, I had to come and give y'all that update. Like, comment, subscribe, and share if you care. We're going to come right back because Q from day 26 then finally admitted that Diddy and Don was trying to sacrifice him. He said Don gave him a pill that came from Diddy, and he took it. And next thing he knew, he woke up with a bunch of people recording him and phones in his face. We'll be back in 15 minutes. People, like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. Make sure you got your subscription to StormMonroeTV.com. I will be live over here Saturday. And we got a whole lot of people we going in on, child. And make sure you got your subscription. We're uncensored over there. And I will catch you guys later.
It's Storm Show. Ay, it's Storm Show.